They crushed his ribs so badly that he could barely breathe. And then they put him in the dungeon and left him in there for weeks. He almost died. Watch.
The ambulance coming to check you out. Okay?
I didn't do anything.
Well, you were jaywalking. But
okay.
That little back and forth right there to me encompasses what America has become. There's a man on the ground. He can barely breathe. 5 of his ribs are smashed. And he says to the cop, I didn't do anything. And the cop says, well, you were jaywalking. You crossed the street where there was no signal for you to cross.
Last night, we showed you the wild body cam footage of a man getting body slammed by a Mansfield police officer after jaywalking.
The incident left that man with several fractured ribs, and now he's taking legal action against the department.
What? My shoulder! Oh, God!
Charles Roberts will never forget the night of April 22nd.
Never experienced such pain.
It was just before 1 a.m. when he walked to the store just across the street from his house to get a soda from the vending machine. Mansfield police reportedly saw Roberts jaywalking, and Officer Michael Nelson took the call. 19 Investigates obtained Nelson's body cam footage showing what happened next.
Jaywalking? Just a No, I'm not. Sir, I'm asking you to turn around and put your hands on top of the dude. Wait, don't call me dude. Relax. Watch my shoulder. Oh, God. Oh, my f***ing rib. Simple directives, man. You gotta listen.
Roberts was checked out by paramedics, then taken to the ER room at Ohio Health.
For 6 days, I was in the hospital.
19 Investigates obtained a copy of Roberts' medical records showing how several of his ribs were fractured. How many broken ribs?
7 broken and fractured, just smashed.
Records show 6 ribs were severely fractured, 3 so badly a surgeon considered stabilizing them with metal plates. At the hospital, Nelson cited Roberts for jaywalking, obstructing justice, and resisting arrest.
Resisting arrest, right?
On August 5th, Roberts appeared in court. Records show after pleading guilty to jaywalking, the prosecutor dismissed the other 2 charges. Roberts received a $25 fine.
It costs more money for what happened to me being hospitalized, and now I'm in counseling and medications, than $25.
They give him a $25 fine for jaywalking after they break a half a dozen of his ribs. Nobody should ever be arrested for jaywalking. Nobody should ever be arrested for not having a review mirror. Nobody should ever be arrested for spitting on the sidewalk or littering or public intoxication. You should not be arrested and taken to a frickin' dungeon. Our country has become a total police state. And if you endorse it, then check yourself.
19 Investigates reached out to Chief Bauman, and on Thursday, he provided us with a written statement saying, in part, it's important to emphasize the use of force was not a response to the offense of jaywalking, rather a direct result of Mr. Roberts' actions during the encounter. To describe the incident as body slam for jaywalking is inaccurate and misleading, as it fails to reflect the reality of the situation and instead creates an exaggerated narrative.
And then it's always that the DA has decided not to press charges against the cops. It's such a scam. The DA and the cops work hand in hand every single day.
The escalation occurred solely because of Mr. Roberts' resistance to lawful commands. According to the police report, Roberts hesitated when Officer Nelson asked to see his hands. When Nelson asked him to put his hands above his head so he could be checked for weapons, they say he refused. After a brief struggle, he was placed under arrest. But Roberts feels he did nothing wrong and filed a complaint against Officer Nelson. Records show Chief Bauman conducted an internal investigation and at the end of July, determined Officer Nelson acted in accordance with departmental policy.
Every day the DA is meeting with the chief or the lieutenant. Every day the DA is giving the search warrants for the cops. Every day. When they go to the barbecue, it's the DA and the cops all the time, regularly.
I didn't know their policy was to allow officers to body slam 67-year-old disabled men.
Roberts says one split-second move by Officer Nelson turned his whole world upside down. Now he wants to see him held accountable.
I just couldn't believe somebody could do that to me.
Roberts spent 6 days in the hospital and says till this day he still suffers some lingering effects from the incident. We reached out to Officer Nelson for comment, but haven't heard back. Last Thursday, Roberts hired an attorney who plans to file a civil rights lawsuit against the department. We'll, of course, stay on top of this story and keep you updated.
I see all these videos, the majority, a good portion of these videos come out of Ohio. So then you say to yourself, why did the people of Ohio vote to overturn qualified immunity in the state of Ohio? Well, this is the reason why. The governor's a cop sucker. The BCI, the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, the super cops who hid the murder of James Sheets that I clearly uncovered at a Youngstown, Ohio. It's all corrupt from the top to the bottom. They have a corrupt mayor. They have a corrupt governor. They have a corrupt police force. They have a corrupt city council. Ohio, in my opinion, is the #1 police state in these United States of America. Put down in the comment section, is your city, your town, your state the biggest police state in America?
Deputy Jason Johnson stopped 81-year-old Olin Lane for speeding on a county road. The officer decided to give Lane a warning for speeding and a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt.
Hey, next time, just pull over. Right in the middle of the road. I don't give a where you pull over at, tell you the truth.
While the officer was writing out the ticket, you can see him turn on his lights.
What you doing? Do not move that vehicle again!
Deputy Johnson approached the vehicle for a second time.
Give me the keys.
What I do now?
Give me the keys. Why did you take off from that stop?
I stopped.
Why did you take off from this stop?
What?
You better give me a good reason right now.
I don't know.
Step out the vehicle.
This time he placed Lane in handcuffs.
Retarded. Let go of your hand.
He then walked him to the patrol car where he pushed him into the back seat.
Retarded.
Well, I'm sorry.
Put your legs in. You done earned your trip to jail.
When other officers arrived on the scene, they began to question Lane. That's when they learned he experienced a stroke 5 years ago and had memory issues. The officers made the decision to uncuff Lane and call his daughter. The officers also noticed that the 81-year-old was unsteady and stumbling. Deputy Johnson was later terminated from his position by Sheriff James Singleton.
Your arms go to a touchdown position. That's how your arms do it. Your arms go to a touchdown position. You see this arm elbow bend right there? Phone's at the top of it. There's the top of the goalpost. There's the other side of the goalpost. Now I've got a touchdown position. Copper can't say I was reaching. Copper can't say nada. I had my license, registration, proof of insurance ready to go along with a copy of my driver. I'm a black man today named Denzel Washington. I had everything ready to go for the jackboot thug pig. I had everything ready to go. License, registration, proof of insurance, everything was together on a laminated card. I already laminated it. I took my time to do it because I don't want this jackboot thug pig to have any kind of power over me. I gave you everything I have to give you required by law. Leave me alone at that point. I'm not gonna play the game of why'd you pull me over. I'm not gonna play the game of do you know how fast I was going. No, 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 no. We've seen time and time and time again that you end up going in torture cuffs, that you end up going to jail. You have to use the trifold. Then the cop says, you know what? I want to search your car. And you say, okay, sure, you can search my car. And then you get out of the car. And then you turn around and you pull your trifold out and you say, you know what, I revoke consent. If I can give consent, then I can revoke consent. I revoke consent on camera. Now, from the 1914 case of Weeks called the exclusionary rule, he can no longer search. He has to stop searching. Anything he finds after the search, after you revoke consent, is no longer admissible in a court of law. If you have it on camera, doesn't matter what you have in your car after that point. You gave consent, he took your consent, used your consent, you revoked that consent, and then he searched your car anyway. It's now the exclusionary rule. No longer can he use it. Fruit of the Poisonous Tree from 1961, Matt versus Ohio.